Bonjour! And today we're covering the past tense of the conditional mood in French, le conditionnel passé. And you know what? The more time passes, the more one realizes the importance of mastering the moods in French. The conditional mood obviously does not derogate from the rule. Consequentially, you and I, right now, going to take an interest in the beautiful beast that is the past tense of the conditional mood. Let us begin, and there's no time to waste. Let us begin. This lesson is divided in two parts. We're going to learn how to form the past of the conditional mood because we already covered the present tense of the conditional mood in the previous lesson. And then we're going to learn in what situations we need to use it. How to form the conditionnel passé? Well, it's a compound tense, meaning you need the auxiliary verb avoir, to have, or être, to be, and you need to combine that auxiliary verb with a past participle. But here you're going to notice that as opposed to the passé composé or other compound tenses, you're going to notice that this tense, aurait, is the present of the conditional mood with the verb to have. And here, the present of the conditional mood with the verb to be. So you're just going to combine have and be in the conditional, the present tense, with the past participle. This is how you form it. This is how you form le conditionnel passé. In this lesson, we have three groups of verbs, just like in all the other lessons actually, so it doesn't change much. J'aurais aimé, tu aurais aimé, il, elle, on aurait aimé, nous aurions aimé, vous auriez aimé, il, elles auraient aimé. And then, j'aurais fini, tu aurais fini, il, elle, on aurait fini, nous aurions fini, vous auriez fini, il, elles auraient fini. Finally, group three verbs. J'aurais répondu, tu aurais répondu, il, elle, on aurait répondu. Nous aurions répondu, vous auriez répondu, il, elles auraient répondu. With the verb, auxiliary verb être, it changes a bit. As you noticed here, we have endings that change for the past participle of feminine subjects, masculine plural, or feminine plural. So we need to agree the past participle with the auxiliary verb. Obviously, this is a rule that you probably know by now, but just in case, it's always a good reminder, something to keep in mind. Je serais rentré, tu serais rentré, il, elle, on serait rentré. We would have come back, or we would have been back. Nous serions rentrés, vous seriez rentrés, il, elle serait rentré. Ou rentré, eux. Never forget that when the subject is feminine, we need to agree that past participle with the subject. Group 2 verbs. Je serais guéri, tu serais guéri, il, elle, on serait guéri. Nous serions guéris, vous seriez guéri, il, elle serait guéri. And we're almost there. Group 3 verbs. Je serais devenu, tu serais devenu, il, elle, on serait devenu. Nous serions devenus, vous seriez devenu, il, elle serait devenu. And watch out for this treacherous I. It's a treacherous I. Taken in sandwich between the letter R and the letter O. And here, taken in sandwich between the letter R and the letter E. Watch out for it, because it's treacherous. You're not supposed to forget that letter. It makes a lot of difference for the message you're communicating, if you're using that I or not. So pay close attention to that I. It's never far. And now that we covered how to form the past tense of the conditional mood, now we can learn in what situations we can use it, we need to use it, we have to use it. And it is with actions that could have occurred under a different set of circumstances. Let's take an example. we would have purchased this automaton if it had been perfectly engineered. On aurait acheté cet automate s'il avait été parfaitement conçu. On aurait acheté, we would have purchased. On aurait acheté cet automate s'il avait été parfaitement conçu. Actions that could have occurred under a different set of circumstances. That person didn't end up buying the automaton. But it could have happened if the automaton had been perfectly engineered, 5-star automaton. That customer would have purchased this automaton, but it is not perfect. Another example. As for them, they would have bought them all to resell. Scalpers. Eux, ils les auraient tous achetés pour les revendre. Forgot an S. Eux, ils les auraient tous achetés pour les revendre. Scalper. They would have bought them all. Ils les auraient tous achetés. And finally, she would have gotten beefy if she had eaten those funny insects with silky mandibles. Elle serait devenue, she would have gotten, elle serait devenue, could have said, she would have become beefy, costaude, si elle avait mangé ces drôles d'insectes à mandibules soyeuses. You can see on the picture that you can also eat the mandibles of these kind of insects. Here on the picture, you see that maybe it's possible that those mandibles provide a great source of energy as well. We're not sure. However, here the difference is that we're using the auxiliary verb to be instead of the auxiliary verb to have, which is interesting. Because devenu doesn't end with the customary you of the verbs of the third group. The past participle here ends with an E because the subject is feminine, so we had to agree this with the subject. Let's wrap it up. We learned today how to form the past of the conditional, the past tense of the conditional mood with the auxiliary verb to be, auxiliary verb to have. You combined avoir et être, to have, to be, conjugated in the conditional present. You combine it with the past participle. Of course, it has to agree with the subject when you have the auxiliary verb to be. We're almost through. Actions that could have occurred under a different set of circumstances is the kind of situation that warrants the use of the conditional mood, past tense. Right now is the right time to click the link below the video and find out if you can absorb the theory of these approximately 10 minutes of theory during which I rambled. I'm aware of that. Thank you for watching. Click the link below the video to find out if you can handle the exercise. And I thank you for following this channel, obviously, for your attention, and bye for now.